finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you.
Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds him in by himself. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Clemson! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. After run, now throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Leon. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Wants to throw. It's great. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. Push down for the tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage, and he shows you the drop.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback. Time
dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. The sure hands, it's Wagner. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
Found the seam on the left. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Back to throw, it's Gray. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Smashes ahead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Green. Looking for room at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And we're locked up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 24 to Air Force.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The short hands, it's Reeder. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to... Oh, it's blocked!
I'll tell you, this defense, they're not giving anything up. Here in the second half, scoreboard all knotted up. What a great job getting that kick blocked to keep this thing tied.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Gray. Got the quick pass. There he goes! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lost to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGee. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the move, it's Leon. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's McGee. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
From the red zone, it's Leon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They've got the screen set up, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the air, it's Gray. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Touchdown, Northwestern. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know? Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 35. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. On the ground, it's Ott. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Buying some time as he moves left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Moulton. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no. You turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's the takedown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Sooners are marching down the field. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trick 9B. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Sooners.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's just excellent coverage. That cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, Dave, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Sooners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's up.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle. It's up. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the... Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Johnson wants to throw it. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Edwards. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They just keep firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. To work up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his tight end.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. Defense actually gets him for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All by himself down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays.
Timeout, Iowa.
He'll start this drive firing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a second and long. The running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. On the option. He'll toss it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. Will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might...
Taking it the other way. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And into the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense. Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. A little screen to the running back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Iowa! Great job by the back on the option.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. It's complete. They make Make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Got his man, and they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job.
Touchdown, Kansas State. They take the lead with the 6.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
26, Kansas State, 22.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Oh, what a move to get room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Kansas State has it first and goal. Quarterback State looking for just a sliver of daylight. Can the defense stop them again on second? The State scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moulton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
what a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's reeled in. It's Edwards. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He's got him this time. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking for space. It's Moulton. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle. It's Moulton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. There's the pressure. And he can't get it off. taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of...
Kansas.